I don't want to go into like the main line here. See, Halloween Gambit, is it playable at this level? Is it playable at this level in a 10-minute game? What's up, guys? I'm going to do some training games for the upcoming match tomorrow. Texas Chess Center against Marshall Chess Club. I scheduled that stream already. I was going to actually do this live, but I was having some issues with the stream key, and rather than unlisting or deleting the other stream, I just decided to just record this. I don't have that much time. I just have time for like 2 games. So I'm going to jump into a game, and I did change my settings so that I shouldn't get anybody less than 100 points below me, which will mean I'll play stronger players, but it also might mean I'm going to have to wait a little while to get a pairing. So we will see how long that's... Oh, there we go. Got a 2400. Perfect. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can play a good game here. I think I am going to... Oh, he's going to play this. Okay, so I don't want to go into like the main line here. See, Halloween Gambit, is it playable at this level? Is it playable at this level in a 10-minute game? I think it is. I mean, it's not obviously the best move, but we're going to give it a shot and see what black has in store for us here. These are the 2 main moves. Okay, we push. The knight usually goes back. And then the bishop comes out. Basically, we give up the knight, but we gain a bunch of tempos, and we get control of the center. Probably better in blitz, but I wanted to do something that you know, took my opponent out of their theory. Because generally speaking, 2400 rated players, GA Masters, if they're playing an opening like the Petrov, you know, they're going to know more than I do. Yeah, I think this is one of the main lines, actually. Basically, you sacrifice a piece back, although I don't know if this is the correct way to do it. If I take, they probably take me, or they just castle, or they're going to castle the next move. I think that's still fine. We'll go ahead and take the piece back, and now it's kind of an equal game, but it's probably not something that they're familiar with. So I think I would say I've accomplished what I was trying to do. D3, but I have to worry about knight f4. I mean, I'm tempted to play g3, bishop g2, but then on rook here we have this one. I like that setup better. I'm going to do it, I think. Normally you can't allow the rook, but in this case I have bishop e3, and I think I'm okay. I like that this shuts down the knight. Takes away all the options from the knight. And like I said, normally this is bad, but in this case, bishop e3 is a very nice defensive move, and I'm going to have time to castle and get out of there. In the match tomorrow, there is going to be an increment, so I won't have to play quite as quickly. That being said, 2-second increments, not a ton of time. I still have to keep an eye on, you know, an eye on the time management. Still pretty good here. He wants to play d5, put down my bishop a little bit, which makes sense. I don't know if I can really get away with that move, right? Maybe I can. Because of rook e8, I'm going to get into trouble. All right, we got a castle, unfortunately. I don't think I can stop black from doing that right now. Just trying to think through what setup do I want to do for my pieces. I mean, the bishop can go to e3, but not amazing. Maybe we try to play on the queen side over here. I'm going to try to put the knight there, maybe? Honestly, I'm okay with that. I don't love this bishop right now anyway. I don't love it right now. I'm going to try to expand over here on the queen side a little bit. And if they trade here, I'm just going to take it with the queen. I don't think I want to give myself this backward pawn. Like a weakness that I don't want to deal with. I do wonder about bishop b6. Although I could probably just defend, so maybe it's nothing to worry about. I think I want to use this rook. Goes all the way back. I'm going to add some support here. Okay, now I can actually think about this move because I have time to play e4, and then I actually get the f-file. Maybe that's a good plan. I didn't want this to be a weakness, but it's not because I have time to trade it off. We do gain the tempo on the queen. And after e4, maybe these pawns can actually do something here. My position looks pretty solid. I think once we get e4 in, we're doing okay. Down on the clock, which I don't love. Let's go ahead. I'm not worried about the sacrifice because my bishop is defending my king nicely. Now the question is, which way do we capture here? I'm not sure. I'm going to take with the knight because I want to play c4 and d5. Although I did see, d5 happening this way as well. But I don't want to overanalyze it. I don't know which one was better. So this just feels like the right move because it clears the way for the c-pawn. Yeah, I was thinking they might play that. We have knight here. There's b6. Knight here. Fortunately, I can't get my queen to the light squares just yet. On h6, I would have to retreat, but that's not actually so bad. On f4, I think I can just take it. And even if I have to retreat and come in here to e5, maybe that's not so terrible. I'm going to try to play this, or at least c3 to open up queen a2 ideas. Could be dangerous for black, actually. Maybe the same thing could be said about d5, though. He does attack the knight right away, so I guess we do have to retreat. Fortunate. We'll go back. Yeah, he's trying to open up things here on the king, but if he does this though, I'm gonna get an attack on black. So I mean, I think somewhat of an attack. He's gonna go for this instead. That's pretty annoying. Or maybe he just wants to take this way. Okay, I have to play here. I don't think I have too many choices. It's gonna be awkward. The only question is, can I actually win this pawn? Queen here, rook here. What's black going to do? Is that really where I want to go? Or I want to go here? I think I want to blockade it. We can try to attack it again. He's going to be able to defend it, though. Oh, there's bishop h3. Didn't see that. Man, this is bad. I don't have time, I don't think, to do that. I don't really want to walk into the pin, but what else can I do? Man, yeah, it really feels like the game just got away from me here. The last, like, 10 moves. It's not even just the bishop, bishop and a pawn for a rook material disadvantage. It's more black's pieces are just very well placed, and mine are awkward. It's awkward, this pin here. Trying to win the pawn. If I go there... Oh, wait a minute. You just noticed this move. Wait a minute. Guess that's a blunder. Almost missed it. Yeah, almost missed it. All right. Well, now we're back in the game. And we're up a pawn, so pretty good. I think I'm going to go here and get behind the pawn. Wait, can I hold on? Yeah, I can hold on, right? Can't take it. I could sacrifice it, bring the rook in, or I could try to hold on to it. Not ideal. Not ideal. Let's go here. We'll sack this one and trade for that guy. Do I want to trade that? It's got to be winning, right? Could just go there. Trying to force the rook over here so that I can not worry about this. Okay, so I can advance my king now. And put it there. But I can check and go again. Is that what I want to do? Probably should. So how do we do this? I mean, maybe I just run with my king. Okay. Is this really a draw? No, there should be a way I can do something, right? Hmm. Please don't scream. My daughter's screaming in the background. It's very distracting. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to take the draw just because of the time, and I'm not able to figure it out in 30 seconds, and I'm gonna lose if he just flags me if I don't just take the draw. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back taking care of my daughter, so I should be able to analyze this now. So let's see what happened. I feel like that was a good result considering that we were in a really bad spot and then took advantage of the mistake by our opponent. Unfortunately, couldn't convert the endgame, which probably was a win. Although I will be honest with you guys, some of those rook endings are a weak spot for me. I don't know all of the ideas and techniques. And so, okay, so Engine doesn't like the Gambit. And yeah, bishop b4 actually is not the normal time to play this move. I believe it's further, like right here. No, it's not here. When is it? Oh no, it is. It is. Okay, this is the engine just doesn't like it. Okay, but this is one of the lines. All right, so they did know the theory. And then engine does like queen e2 check. I was kind of worried about king d8 honestly because of this thread here, but I guess wow, queen c4, you just don't even worry about that because you have bishop e3. And the engine says you go into this, you probably castle this way. Okay. Yeah, and it's pretty nice for white. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Anyway, let's see what happened here. So yeah, I felt like right here, let me just see, could I have played d5? And I believe the answer is no. Yeah, I couldn't have, right? Because after this, there's always going to be rook e8. Yeah, this was what I was looking at. And I don't want to have to play king f1 here. Not worth it. Okay, so we made the correct decision to just castle. We made the correct decision to play bishop e3. That was fine. Okay, nothing crazy here. Ooh, what? Oh, I missed a little tactic here. Wow, if you guys want to pause the video, this is a good one. White to play and just find a nice little tactic. Nothing real fancy, but I missed it, obviously. You got a chance to look at that. It's knight takes d5. And the idea is it's unleashing the queen to take this bishop over here. So if black recaptures me, I'm just going to take. But if they take my queen, well, then I take their queen with the check. Messes up the pawn structure. Then I take back. Even though I lose this pawn here, it was a good trade for me because look at this, right? And the game goes on. I guess I play c3, and I have two bishops against, a knight and bishop. That's good for me as well. And so, yeah, I didn't see that one. I'm going to get to this moment right here. I feel like I played pretty well. Got down to the pawns. Yeah, so Stockfish does say this is good for me. Okay, thing looks pretty nice. Although, just because Stockfish says it's better, I don't know if this is a winning endgame or not. I really, like I said, I need to work on some of these rook endings. Yeah, here, definitely, that was the mistake, pushing it too far. So what am I supposed to do in this case? G5. Allowing black to capture the pawn because of this. Oh, right, I forced the, huh. And why did that opportunity go away when I pushed the pawn too far? Because they set up this setup here and I just can't really get through. Or can I? Engine is changing its valuation all over the place. Basically, it says go ahead and get the queen. And then go here for this. And you're still going to win because you have 2 pawns, which kind of seems like it makes a lot of sense. Like, why didn't I just do that? Yeah, a minute and a half. See, this is where if I want to get better, I have to be able to win games like this, right? I have to be able to convert this type of game. So that's a little bit disappointing, honestly. All right, I'm going to play one more training game. All right, here we go, guys. 2,400 for black this time. Let's see. Okay, they're going to play the Scotch. We got to take that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'll play bishop c5. And then I think I'm going to... I'm trying to think how I can get away from the main line here, but I don't know that I can that easy. There's the takes queen f6, which I don't think is awesome for me. Queen g5. I mean, it's a line. I don't think it's a great one, though. What else can I play? I guess queen g5 is a move, too, to defend this way. There's h4, though. Let's play it. Again, what I'm trying to do, especially against a strong player who's playing an opening that I haven't studied very much. Scotch game is not an opening that I've really studied from the black side. This person plays it, they probably know quite a bit. So I don't want to play the main line. I want to play something different. Even if it's maybe not optimal, at least it gives me a chance to play kind of a normal game where I'm not just getting run over by my opponent's opening knowledge preparation. Okay, that's what we're going for here. Okay, we got to be careful with the knight here. That's a very serious threat. I can't get away from it. So I think I'm going to play knight e7. Knight b5, I castle. If they take this, I have check. Okay. And I think what I'm going to... Not sure how to deal with this, honestly. I'm going to play queen a5 and just gambit a pawn or two. Probably not good, but... yeah, I'm having a hard time focusing here. All right. We have to play here. Of course, we're going to lose another pawn as well. And now I'm going to see about just developing quickly. d5. I did want to play d5. Also thinking about d6. No, I'm going to play d5. Basically, I'm going to put the bishop on f5. I'm going to castle and say, you know what? I'm down 2 pawns, maybe 3 pawns, but I'm going to have, ideally, all of my pieces ready to attack. Is it good enough? Who knows? Got to watch out for this. Okay, he's going to castle. Interesting. What happens if I take it? If the knight takes, that's dangerous. The queen takes, that's also probably not ideal for me, so I probably need to just go like this. I want to be able to come... Yeah, let's go bishop e6. I really need to get castling in. If he takes this, I guess I could still go bishop f5. It's a move slower than the other way around, but it still might be my best option. Because I can't move the knight. The knight is stuck. So what else could I play? I'm going to have to move the bishop, right? I only have another choice. Okay, so bishop f5. You know, good move by my opponent to castle and just wait there. I don't even think I need to think about this. I think I just castle. And here we go. I'm down a bunch of pawns, but I have pretty active pieces, and we try to make something happen here. Probably was a terrible decision, but I didn't know what to do. And sometimes, like this gives me the best chance to win. Just because I do like playing positions like this, I'm more comfortable with it than a position where maybe you're not down in any material, but if you don't know what to do and where to put your pieces and how to play, you're gonna have a rough time. Okay, that's an interesting move. He's attacking both of these pieces. Pretty annoying. I take. Oh, it's check too, so I don't want to give that up. Yeah, it's a very annoying move. Queen here would defend the knight, or this, or this. Probably this one. Bishop b5 though. I mean, I'm looking at all kinds of weird stuff, but none of it looks any good. I don't even know what to do. Defending my knight. Maybe I can try to go rook g6 and bring the rook over here. Try to launch some sort of an attack. I mean, there is this threat. I guess that's somewhat of a, not really a serious threat, but it is a threat. I guess I could go here and just double up on this pawn and maybe try to take this. Maybe that's a better plan. I could think about king to b8 because this is really annoying. Oh, queen d4. Okay, never mind. Wait a minute. Can I? Okay, but if I do that, I'm only winning a pawn and I'm still down 2 pawns. And then queens are off the board. Down 2 pawns in that position. I still have a little bit of counterplay. Probably not 2 pawns worth, though. Because, I mean, I have the pressure here. I could try to make use of my active piece placement. If I try to keep queens on the board, I'm just not seeing this go very well. I just don't have any real ability to attack. So I'm going to go for it and see what happens here. We're down 2 pawns. So, yeah, a good example of how the opening here just really got away from me. I'm going to try to target this square. What I'm trying to do. And if that gets shut down with a3, okay, he does go bishop d3. Try to keep these pieces on the board. Can't trade everything. Got to keep something on. Basically just playing a game now down 2 pawns. It's just not good. Opening was terrible. Opening was absolutely terrible. At least this way I get the backward pawn here. It's something. I'm worried about the h pawn though. That's super dangerous. That guy is super dangerous. Mr. Harry over here. If we can, take advantage of this, maybe something could happen. Forcing all these trades though too. Not good. Not good. Well, got to keep it on the board. Have to try. Have to try. I don't even know where my knight's going. I'm just moving it somewhere. I don't even know where it's going. Yeah, Harry here is a big problem. Harry. I'm going into a pin, but I'm trying to set up a tactic here. If I can chase the knight away. Yeah, this is so bad. But I have a knight, so you never know. Knights are tricky pieces. I'll get lucky and get a fork or something. B3. So he's sacking a pawn. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, this was a terrible game. See, this is what I hope doesn't happen tomorrow. This was an absolutely terrible game. Game over. Not happy with that game. And it's really started with the opening. Wow, okay, opponent played perfect. So there is that. The opening was... Let's see how bad it was. I don't know how bad it was. Yeah, queen g5 was just not a good idea. I tried to get too fancy. I would have just played queen f6. I think we have a much more equal game. I don't really know why I did that. So big takeaway for me is just don't play weird moves like that. So I mean, this is not a real threat. I mean, it's a real threat, but it's not a threat that White's gonna miss most of the time. So it's I don't know. Yeah, that was dumb. And then here, queen a5. Yeah, just the decision to sacrifice those pawns was terrible. I didn't know what I was gonna do against this. This is what I was afraid of. And Stockfish just says you just defend it. Just defend it, and the game goes on. But that's what I was scared of. Queen c4, queen c6. Yeah, and you're threatening stuff here. White tries to take you, you grab this. The game goes on. Yeah, I hate playing against the Scotch because I'm just not that familiar. I need to get a nice response to it, honestly. Okay, and then after this, I think we were already just losing, and White just basically played it perfectly from here on out, I think. Let's see. Yep, queen f6. Queen d4, good move. Yep. So, I mean, against a strong player who doesn't blunder something, you're not going to win with 2 pawns down. You're going to lose every time. So, basically, that's what happened. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I have time for today. Not really happy with this last game, but a couple of, mental notes to take away from it. Just be careful with the opening. Don't try to get fancy in those situations where I don't know what I'm doing anyway. So that queen g5 move really was... I think this move basically cost me the game. Like I said, I think if we play queen f6, game goes on. After e5, I think you go over here to b6. What's the line here? Let's see. Yeah, and they can take me if they want, and we get this, relatively equal game. All right, hope you guys learned something from that, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, at the live stream. So thank you guys, and take care.